Hi folks, on this episode of Hit the Mahogany we're going to take a little bit of a trip to the Caribbean, go for a tiki drink there. Just wondering if you can guess what it is yet. We have some Pussers Rum here, got some coconut cream. Just wondering, I'm going to bet you a Soggy Dollar, Soggy Dollar, and whether you can guess what it is. Some of you may have it, some of you may not, but what we're going to do this episode is the Painkiller. Alright, so we've done the penicillin previously, so maybe that's curing your rash or whatever your ailment is, but you've still got a bit of something, you know, a bit of pain there, so you need something to kill that pain. You know what, the Painkiller is actually going to do that for you. The Painkiller was invented in the 1970s by a lady, Daphne Henderson. That was it. Couldn't remember the last name there. Daphne Henderson at the Soggy Dollar, which is on a White Bay Beach in the British Virgin Islands, one of the islands there in the British Virgin Islands. Of course it's going to be an island because it's the British Virgin Islands. There we go. That makes perfect sense. And the reason the bar is called the Soggy Dollar is there is nowhere to, there's no dock. There's nowhere to actually dock a boat. You can only get to it by boat, so once you get off the boat, you either have to swim there, which is probably the right thing to do in those waters, or you could take a smaller dinghy there. So you've got soggy dollars by the time you get there to actually buy your drink, hence the bar being called the Soggy Dollar. Now Daphne invented this drink, and then it was kind of taken on by Pussers as their standard drink as well. So everything is based around what the work was that was done at the Soggy Dollar, and then Pussers took that and expanded it. Now Pussers, name by the way, is after the purser on a boat who used to hand out the rum ration to the seamen, the British seamen. Now the rum here is Navy Rum. Now there's two things to think about. There's Navy style and there's Navy strength. Now you'll actually see, I think this is 42%. So it's not Navy strength. Now we'll start with the Navy strength. Navy strength is, you read this, I think it's meant to be between 55 or 57% ABV. Now the idea of Navy strength was that if they had a cask of rum and it leaked and it touched the gunpowder, then when they tried to use the gunpowder, it still functioned. If it was below that in ABV, too much water content, your gunpowder ain't going to work. And the seamen on there, the sailors, could actually use that to prove that the rum was of the strength that they expected and it hadn't been watered down. Now later on it did get watered down. It was then nicknamed grog after the captain or the admiral that watered it down, and of course either got lemon or lime juice added to it as well, so that it kept scurvy away. It kept scurvy at bay while the sailors were at sea. Mostly lime, hence the name Limeys as well. So it's amazing how all these things actually come together with the history. Now Navy style, the British sailors, you know, they liked beer, but unfortunately on the longer journeys the beer soured. They tried wine, they tried various brandies from France that kind of soured after the English, British and the French didn't get along too well. And then with all the sailing around about the Caribbean, they thought, hey, sugar cane, there's the rum, let's move to that. Now the Navy rum is actually a blend, and it's really a blend from the islands. The traditional one would have blend from the islands around there. So you have Barbados, Jamaica, Guyana, and Trinidad would be the ones where you'd get a lot of that blend. And that's what it's meant to be traditionally. They could only pick up the rum from wherever they were actually visiting. So if they already had rum there, you know what? They're just going to top up the casks with the rum they've been able to get their hands on, and hey presto, it's a blend. Pussers is predominantly from, I think it's Guyana. Yes, it is. It's still a blend, they say. Produce of Guyana. I'm not quite sure what else is in there. So this is their Navy style. They also have Navy strength, or what they call gunpowder strength as well. You can use any type of rum that you want in this, but you know, you're looking for a darker rum there. you're going to have a lot of juices in this. Anyway, that's a little bit of the history there. God, good grief, I'm actually parched after all that. Now I need to make one of these. Alright, I'm actually going to be making 2 of these. So, here we go. So we're going to use 2 parts, 2 ounces, 2 parts of rum for each drink, so that's going to be 4 ounces. Now you might ask, hey, Andy, are there any variations on this drink that we can actually try? Well, there are, actually. There's actually quite a few. As many as you want, to be honest. The one that we're making is the number 2. Why the number 2? Well, if you want, you could have the number 3, the number 4, or maybe you could even keep going. Number 2, 2 ounces, 2 parts rum to the drink. Number 3, any idea? Yep, 3 parts rum to the drink. Number 4, yeah, we're getting up there. You're just increasing the strength of it. You know what? You can try whatever you want in this, you know. But you know what? We're going to do the number 2 in this one. Well, number 2, yeah. You know what I mean by that. All right. Pussers recipe, by the way, is to the 2 parts, 4 ounces of pineapple juice for each one. So that's 2, 4, 6, and since we're actually doing 2, it's just a fraction shy. But you know what? It was enough. Alright, so that's our 4 ounces of our pineapple juice there. 1 part orange juice. So if that's 1 part for each one, we're going to put in 2 ounces here. There we go. You know what? As soon as you get pineapple juice in there, oh my goodness. You already know you're on for a treat as well, you know, definitely. Coconut cream, not coconut milk, coconut cream, thicker, richer, less water content, higher fat content on it as well, better mouthfeel, great taste. I did have it in here, I did have a can of it. Yeah, I'm going to pour it in here, I've already measured it out, it's 1 ounce, 1 part for each drink, so there's going to be 2 ounces going in here. And as I put this in, you'll actually see there was a few lumps went in there as well. But you know what, that was just some of that fat at the top there that hadn't got mixed in. When we shake it, it's all going to break up, no worries at all. Alright, we have everything measured. Rum, pineapple, orange juice, coconut cream, that's it. Let's get some ice in here. Break that up a little bit there. I'll do this. Alright. Don't know why I did that. Let's get this one shaken up then, okay? Done. Whew. And cold. That one is chilled. Alright, 2 glasses, tall, whatever you want. Get some fresh ice in there. I got some water into my ice here, so they kind of all got stuck together as it melted and came back together again. I'll get some ice in here. Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll try with that. We'll see where we get with that. Okay. Strain out. Oh, come on. Oh. There we go. Got it. Looking good. Of course, if you've got tiki glasses, get it in there, definitely. I just realised as I was pouring this, I have forgotten to the mise en place to get the most important part of the garnish. So, I'm going to be back in a minute, okay? And I'm back. Most importantly, a part of the garnish. Nutmeg. That's what goes on the top of this puppy. Alright, so freshly grated nutmeg going on the top. And a good dose of this as well. You know, you've got a lot of fruit in there. You've got the rum, but the nutmeg cuts through some of that little bit of the sweetness, and it just adds a great flavour to the top of this. It really does. Okay, orange, come on. Let's get a bit of the sunshine on this one, okay? That's your orange. And of course, would it be a cocktail like that unless it had a little bit of a maraschino cherry as well. And there you go. I mean, that just looks fantastic. It's not a difficult one either. It really isn't. Just as long as you get your hands on the ingredients, shake it up, and hey presto, you are done. Job done. Alright. Cheers. I'm exhausted after the run upstairs. Oh. Nutmeg heavy on the front. Keel surprise, it's on the top of it. Comes through. Behind it, straight away you got the mouthfeel of the cream. Pineapple, orange juice just rounds out the flavour. And then you got the rum at the back end there. You know what? Think of I'm going to say Caribbean eggnog. Now the reason I'm saying that is the way that the alcohol's just hidden behind everything else at the back end, you know, and then it just creeps up at the back. Depending on what you like, great one, very refreshing. It will creep up on you rapidly like any of these tiki style cocktails. Very, very easy to drink. If you want it kicked up, if you want more of that rum flavour coming through, make it a number 3. Or if you're feeling adventurous, you want a number 4, go for it. It's just delicious. It really is. It's very simple, not complex, and neither in the making or the flavour. Alright, enough of me waffling on here. Get to making your painkillers, depending on what your pain is. You know, alcohol's the cure for it. It's also the cause of many of it as well, so be very careful. Otherwise, tomorrow you may need to do this one, you know, the Corpse Reviver number 2. You may need to help you wake up a little bit with that one. Alright, everybody, cheers. Enjoy your, whichever number you pick, Painkiller.